Hi folks, it's me again. I wanted to tell you a little bit of an updated. I got a lot of comment about the last video about that little disc motor. I do not have the little disc motor where I open and show you the inside. The reason is being analyzed and dissected by a technical engineer who is working with me, and we already figured out the pattern of the coil inside, and it's not still. When I get the disc, I will show you a picture with a very strong light behind. It's not steel there, it's just plastic, and flat coil is seven wraps of wire on a coil, and it's just one single wrap, it's flat, and it goes and get folded and create a egg-shaped type of coil. And the angle of the brush are 60 degrees, which is really uncommon for anybody who know about DC motor. So anyway, when I get the motor back, when we have all the reverse engineering done on it, we will bring it back and I will have more explanation on it. But I'm not afraid of doing reverse engineering. I've been doing that all my life on stuff I don't understand, so I take it apart and learn how it works. This one we're not too afraid, since it's a Chinese motor. Technology was probably stolen from somebody else, so I don't really care. I mean, this technology should be out there. And I said, no, we're using motor about, iron and stuff like this. And to give you an updated, what I'm doing is I'm constructing a cell. It's not a nitrogen cell, it's a nat gas cell. You cannot create nitrogen or separate nitrogen of the water with low voltage. So all those parts are pure stainless, as you can find for a tube, and I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to run the voltage of this generator into the cell and to see what type of gas I'm going to create without electrons. So that'll be an interesting experiment. So and also I'm going to demonstrate those how Tesla did to run his aero car on literally on plasma, done by the resonance of those cells. So that's my little explanation for today about that. Now I'm just making this video. That's a part 2, how we're living in a world of stupid. Now you have to understand the true meaning of stupid is if someone has been owning something all his life, and then a person come with a suit and said, hey, you don't own that. I own that. I run this country and I own that, right? That the person who gave that thing back to the person with a suit, to the government, in other words, is mentally retarded. Like, really? Anybody who think the government own anything have to be mentally retarded. And those people should not have the right to vote, since you're mentally retarded. Okay, I'm not light with this word because this is a true fact in life. Anybody in Canada, the United States, any place else would think the government owned the land, owned the resource, own underneath your feet, you own your house. Actually, you never own a house. Do you know that? They have a law in Canada. They can seize your house if it's paid for it, for any purpose they feel like it. For a holiday, they're going to turn it to a whorehouse if they want, and they're going to kick your ass out. That's because Canadian and American are mentally retarded. Okay, you have to wake up of this stage of mental retardation. They don't own shit. Matter of fact, you pay for their clothes, you pay for their shoes, you pay for their food, you pay for their house, you pay for their car, you pay for their health care, which they have the best. When you go and try to get health care, they fucking kill you. They tell you, oh, come back next month. I know, I just have 7 days hell with my daughter. She's been having abdominal pain for years. No one can find out what's wrong with her. Right? Well, she almost got killed by the hospital of Chilliwack, BC. They sent her out. She will go in an emergency. She's buckle and a half, crying her eye out in massive pain, nothing worked for the pain, and they sent it back home with full of morphine and said, it will go away, it's just cramps. And then they said, phone me back tomorrow, we'll book up an appointment for you to have a test done. Well, guess what? She phoned the next day, she's in pain, she's crying all night long, she's just, it's too much to hold. They have no time for her for doing the test today, so they said, they're going to give you another date. I had to take her, I sent her boyfriend with her to take her to the hospital. The next time up east, Hope, which didn't last very long, the doctor checked her up and sent her in an ambulance back to Chilwell Hospital for an emergency operation. Her appendix was never mind ready to burst, it was ready to explode. It was massive size, and for a long time, they didn't want to do any tests, because it's always in people, when you go in the hospital, it's your head is sick, not your body, just your head. That's the mentality of the Canadian healthcare we have. Shit, I got sick in Africa, cost me 60 bucks. 48 hours later, bingo. I get sick in Vietnam, cost me 100 bucks. 72 hours later, boom, I'm back on my feet. Here in Canada, it doesn't matter how much money you have, you're gonna fucking die. You're gonna go home and wait till you die in pain, because they're too fucking mentally fucking retarded. If people don't get that, and anybody's offended with the word they're using, right? Well, he's a fucking retarded himself. Wake up. Because no one, if I use the word, the politically correct words, right? Well, guess what? The population of this fucking world is immune to those words. It's like white noise. It's all around you, but you don't know it's there anymore. You don't hear it. Only when you start using colorful words, it's just like using cattle prod on those motherfuckers to wake them up. So anyway, it's stupid. Look what's going on in the States. The cops shoot people. I'm getting confused now. I've been watching the news a little bit. No, it's not just one guy, it's two guys, three guys. One cop is indicted for manslaughter when he did an execution style shooting. Now, any other cop there, the cop who was beside her, when you watch the video, had his stun gun out. Because the guy didn't have a gun. Because the too coward, the muscle guy, the cops, they don't have cops anymore, they're robo-cops. Shoot first, don't ask any question, make an excuse, and everything is good. My theory with that is very simple. Burn down every fucking building those people are. Their family, their office, the government building. Burn those fucking things down. Those fucking parasite people cannot survive without having a roof over their head to hide themselves. They're like fucking cockroaches. Just fucking cockroaches. That's all they are. You ever see a smart cockroaches? I didn't, right? You ever went to a doctor, a mentally retarded doctor, to do a brain surgery on you, or a heart surgery on you? I like to see the person say, I'll pick the mentally retarded to operate on me. No. But soon you say mentally retarded, you're a bad guy because you defaming a whole bunch of people. Well, I'm sorry, but, the balls fall where the ball fall. If you're fucking mentally retarded, you're not smart, are you? So anyway, that's my raving. Now let's talk about smoother stuff in life of a stupid world. The cops are not there to protect you. They're there to protect, they've been saying that on TV over and over. We're here to protect business, commerce, because that's how they make money. Not the people. The people, they don't give a shit about the people. You ever see a fucking cop gave a shit when he pulled his gun out to just give a traffic ticket? That fucking guy should not hold a gun. He's so afraid of his own shadow. Right? He's afraid someone's going to come up and beat the fuck out of him with an ugly stick. So you have to shoot the guy first, so you don't have that fear anymore. This is a society of government control. We're not living. America and Canada said, oh, Russia, communist country. Russia is not a communist country. You're fucking mentally retarded if you believe that. Now, there are dictatorship, like China is dictatorship, like Britain is dictatorship, like Canada is dictatorship, like United States is dictatorship. Cuba is communist. But it's the only place you can go when all your fucking fancy dancy doctor, do the fucking ballet dancing around you. You go to Cuba, they fix you, and they don't charge you one fucking penny. Wow. They don't charge you nothing. No, they said, thanks for coming up and visiting our country. Well, that's fucking, something like, it's impossible. But you can get fixed there, and they don't charge you nothing. They're a communist country. Damn communists, I tell you. They know how to fuck the world around, innit? They fix people for nothing. They should be all killed. The communists. You're a fucking motherfucker. You have to be fucking sick in the head to think that way. And a lot of people, I would say 80% of the population of North America are screwed so bad in the fucking head. They cannot understand what the truth is. And hiding behind religion ain't gonna fix the fucking problem. I don't care what religion you are. When you fucking do something bad, I don't care what fucking religion you are. When you do something bad, and you don't feel bad after you do it, you're a fucking monster. Because you're not human. Human have feeling. Monster doesn't. Those people have to be destroyed. And the religion, mixing the religion with that, is going to make it worse. Because religion, for some reason, inflame everything. Because they take a metaphor word and put it to work as the truth. It's a metaphor. It's a story who tells a story. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm talking to mentally retarded people. What I'm doing here. It's just so fucking stupid. For us to be able to survive, we have to work through all this mess of stupid. You go to a store today, you ask a question, it's like they stand there like a head in a deer light. A deer in a headlight, sorry. Right? They're just like, their eyes go like this. They don't know what to do. I ask a question, I'm just a clerk. Well, before the clerk have intelligence, you could answer a question. And if you can't be able to answer a question, you turn around and find somebody who had the answer. It doesn't exist anymore for the last 30 years. And this is another reason I say we're living in the biggest fucking world of stupid. There's no fix for that. I can't fucking find any fix. All the shit I'm doing ain't gonna fix the stupid. The stupid will die stupid, and he will breed more stupid in his life. It's no different. We're surrounded with that. Not everybody, like I said before, want to be a doctor or a lawyer or a politician. God, no, you want to be a politician. You just want to live a simple life. Then give him the education to do so properly. So he will be successful in his simple life. All you have to know is learn how to read, learn how to write, and be able to use arithmetic so he doesn't get fucked from the guy from the city who comes in and try to buy his place for nothing. Give him a handful of bead for his land, like they did to the native. When do the people will realize what is going on? It's just like the world is just into this deep slumber sleep which doesn't never end. So they never wake up. They get up, they walk around like zombies, in A's, going to work back and forth, when you have a government in Canada and British Columbia who does a trial of what it would be to have zombies walking through the city, and I'm not kidding, it happened a few years ago. Look it up in Wikipedia, they'll tell you all about it. It's crazy. Literally, it's crazy. The zombie, they're not in the city. The zombie is, go park yourself over a freeway at 6 o'clock in the morning. You have a whole line of zombie going into the city. You have another line of zombie coming from the city after their shift work. right? Because that's all you're doing. You're a zombie. You're working for the government. That means soon you get to the job, you punch your clock, and you start sucking the government's cock for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. Sometimes you put overtime, right? And when you're done, you punch your clock and you drive back home wiping your face because you get cum all over your face because you've been sucking cock all day long. You know, that's what the civilization became, slavery. You know, they don't know about it because they, obviously that's something to remove their brains, so they're mentally retarded. So they have no other way besides rushing to work, working for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, try to rush back to home when all the high with the plug right up. And then when you get home, well, the life of family starts. The screaming, the yelling, right? So no wonder people go out and find a bridge and jump off. You know, those are the smart ones. They can't fucking take this world stupid. You know? I wish I could say a word, a magical word. You know, I could say it in public and suddenly all the stupid go and find the highest cliff and fucking jump off. I would be a goddamn hero. Getting rid of a massive amount of stupid. You know? But I don't have that magical word yet. So the best I can do is try to wake up people. And I'm telling you what the fuck is going on. You know? People, you think you have money today, you know, have money tomorrow, you have money the day after that. The highly illusionist. You just wait. When the rest of the world starts to pound, to throw back the US dollars back into the US, what it's going to do to our own dollars? It's already happening. It already started about 20 days ago. And you will see the dollar drop by the end of the month, by the next month, by Christmas, your dollar will be worth less than a piece of toilet paper. So I mean, like, you know, good luck with all your retirement and your pension and all that. And I wish you good luck. I don't have all of that. You know why? Because I gave it away. I fucking tell the government to shove it up their fucking ass. I don't need this shit. When I'm not capable of taking care of myself, I'll just fucking put a bullet in my head. Because there's nothing else to be done there. You know? So I mean, like, you know, really, you know, how long am I going to have to torture myself in watching this fucking world going sideways? You know, it's just disgusting. Every time I go to bed, I feel like throwing up all the time. I have this gagging lump in my throat. You know, I mean, if we were living in such a world stupid, you know, you go buy ice cream and it says, it might contain dairy product. What the fuck are you using to make that ice cream? And now when you got some ice cream, you can leave in the counter for 5 years and it melts away. This is like, I would say it was invented for the desert or something. So you can have, you know, a gallon of ice cream pack in your pack and you have fresh ice cream for a year because it never melts away. You know, this got to be space ice cream or something. But it's got no dairy product in it. So what the fuck is in there? You know, our food is so poison right now, even the fucking roaches doesn't want to eat it. You know, it's just going on like this. And believe me, I'm never going to run out of material because all I have to do is go outside for a drive or turn the TV on, and they give me all the material of stupidity every day. You know, it comes to in my house, it comes to my face when I'm out there. It never sees you how stupid the world is. But anyway, hopefully, when the shit hit the fan, it will take care of all the fucking stupid, and they will die. There's no other way. It's no other saving. This is not going to save the world. This is not going to save nothing. All I'm finding out is technology has been hidden to us for hundreds of years. You know, companies who have technology, but they don't use it they only using for personal gain. You know, all technology should be wide open. Another thing, right? The fucking cops. Right? You own their fucking gear. You pay for their fucking gear. You're the one who supplied the money for all that. You own all that. You own the fucking boots they're wearing. You own all those fucking armored personal carrier and transporter. You own all that, right? The av cam, that fucking camera should be live and in the internet. So we can go there and see, oh, what's that fucker's done? How many drug deal that fucker's been doing? Right? How many people has been killing and shoving a gun in a guy's hand when after he's dead? That fucking camera should be live. That fucking cop belonged to the people. So why is a fucking secret behind? You know? I don't understand that. I mean, if anybody can give me a little bit of logic on that one, I don't get it. Why that fucker, this scam camera is got on his chest or his dash cam, it's not fucking tapped live into the fucking internet? Well, they don't want to show you what they're doing because they're a bunch of fucking cowards. They're not there to protect people, believe me. You know? They're there to protect business and the government, the business, the whole bunch of fucking business. Look, just look back in history. A guy have nothing. He get elected, you know, as a politician. 6 months later, he's living in $1 million house. He's got bodyguard. He's got transportation driver with bulletproof fucking vehicle. Because you get elected to be a politician. Who the fuck a politician does better? You know, he drop his door the same way I drop my door when I want to take a shit. He wipe his ass the same way I wipe my ass. You know? The only difference, he might use different paper. His got more cushy than mine. So when the fuck, you know, the balls stop? You know, we need a fucking large revolution so we can turn all those fucking city with those skyscraper of bullshit into ruin. Because a ruin is not a war against military. It's the peasant got tired. And they sneak him back in the city at nighttime. They kill everybody, slaughter everybody, steal what they grab what, I don't say the word steal because that's very fucking good. They took back what they been taking away as much as they can, and then they burn the whole fucking place to the ground. And now you have a ruin. Now all the fucking people who does research in the past, you know, they're so fucking asleep they can't see a ruin between a war. You know, a ruin is when the peasant get enough and they go and take their life back. And they kill everybody, slaughter everybody. And when I mean everybody, no blood line stays on. And if you know one escaped the town, that person is going to get hunted till they kill him. Because they don't want that blood to regenerate again, another batch of fucking greedy motherfucker. So, you know, that's pretty much what I have to say today. And believe me, it's a lot more where it's coming from. So keep in touch next week. I will be doing another video of rant, you know, because I know for a fact I got a bucket full of that shit still left in my chest. And it's always every day more new stuff coming up in my chest. You know, I get throw that on my face constantly. So, on that note, folks, hopefully, you know, you understand. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, is you're just one of them. Remember those boots, the stupid boots, the coward boots I put in the front here. You will see in the internet the response to that video, and you see those guys, those people, they jump right in those fucking boots and they start talking about the way I talk and the word I'm using, and it would be better, you know, and this and that. Oh, a little comment of a reverend I have here, which is trying to help me, but I want to do something also. Michael in the Bible is an angel. Well, that motherfucker has got a big fucking sword and he fought against the darkness. So, you know, even the Bible says you can take a slap once, you can take a slap twice, but you have to wake up and raise your arm when you see that third slap coming up. So Michael is the guy who fought all the evil apparently and won. Well, he didn't win very much. He might have won that first batch of fighting, you know, the first round, but he didn't win the war, believe me. So even in the Bible it says you're allowed to take a stick and a stone and pounder those fucker. So I'm just saying, I only read the Bible a dozen times in my life when I was in school, because I grew up a Catholic and I was an altar boy and a choir boy. So I'm just saying, you know, I mean, either you use the book or you don't use the book. So I mean, like, you know, you either suck or blow. You can't do both at the same time. So what is it? On that note, folks, see you next time.